Good evening, reefers. Welcome to Halley's Reef, and tonight I want to talk to you about my alternative to a refugeeum, a Chaeto reactor. My very first tank was an Aqua 120, very basic equipment. The skimmer was crap, may as well not have had it, waste of space. But I believe that the success in my tank was in the fact that I had a refugeeum in that tank, and that's what kept my nitrates down. So here is my very first sump and my first tank, the 120 Aqua 1. Skimmer was shocking, but that refugeeum, I swear to God, it saved my tank. My nitrates were so low. I did 10% water changes and everything was great. So I guess it was pretty inevitable that I was going to go bigger, as every reefer does. I ended up going with the Aqua 1 300, and while I had great success with my corals, using my new AI prime lights, the actual tank itself was so poorly designed. It was very, very deep, not long, making it quite difficult to escape, lots of dead spots, and yeah, I pretty soon realised this tank was not going to be viable for a long period of time. As for the sump, there was no space to put in a refugeeum, so I had to use carbon dosing, biopellets, that sort of thing, to keep my nutrients down. And I actually found I got bacteria, blooms, the biopellet reactor was clogging up my equipment, and yeah, I did not like it at all. It really was not successful. Even though the tank looked great, the sump itself was just a nightmare to maintain, and I just didn't enjoy it. So in less than a year, after promising my family I would not do another upgrade, I managed to score the second-hand Red Sea Reefer 450, and I was so chuffed to get this beast. And this is basically my current tank now, and I'm just loving it. It's just been such an adventure, and I am truly hooked. So this tank, I spent a lot of time researching this tank. I was lucky that it came with a custom-built refugeeum in the sump, which the Red Sea Reefer doesn't normally have. So I was very excited that I was going to have a refugeeum again. I looked at Miracle Mud options and that sort of thing. I was wanting something low maintenance, and someone suggested a Chaeto reactor as an alternative to a refugeeum. So I thought, you know what, I'll give this a go. So this beast went into my tank a few months ago, and it's been great. It's definitely better having the Chaeto contained in a reactor, so the Chaeto doesn't get loose into your system. Since putting it in, we've actually harvested it twice. The baffles in the refugeeum section are still there, just because I was trying to make up my mind whether or not I was going to keep the Chaeto reactor or go to the refugeeum. But I have to say, this Chaeto reactor has been a resounding success. I've not had to dose at all, despite a heavy bioload and heavy feeding. My nitrates are always less than 5. Phosphates wise, a little bit on the high side, but my corals can handle it. I do 20% weekly water changes, and yeah, this reactor has been fantastic. Very easy to take out, to harvest the Chaeto. You just unscrew the top plate. My lovely husband does a great job with the power tools. The light on it I run opposite to my display tank lights, which is what I believe is the way to do it. So you just unscrew the top plate, obviously unplug the pump first, and then pull out the light. That needs to keep nice and clean so that the Chaeto can grow. And look at that lovely, luscious, thick Chaeto, which I'm giving to everyone, sharing the Chaeto love. Great. It's just great to see, it really is. So if you're looking for a lower maintenance alternative to a refugeeum, I would definitely recommend a Chaeto reactor in your system. Just give it a go and see what you think. But for me, I'm giving it the absolute thumbs up. I think it's great, and I'm going to continue using it. So good luck, guys, and happy reefing.
To right, all the stars came out and filled the night. Music they were playing